We're going to get back to it. This is the lightning round. I have some names here on the sign-up sheet. If there's anybody who hasn't got their name on here, I'm going to put it back over here by the brownies in between readers. But first up, for our one poem lightning round, we got Yvonne Morris. Y'all.
Okay, so the vote was for unserious. This is called I Can't Buy Your Book, Poetry Girl, Middle Schoolers at the Book Festival. I can't buy your book because I only have this apple, explains the apple-cheeked boy, holding up his burnished trophy, the shiny scarlet fruit of fairy tales, the totem of spells. The image of his smile beams a flash of sass among composed customers browsing tables. Moments later, another child appears before me and inquires, "What do you write?" When I tell her, she points a finger and proclaims, "You are a poetry girl." And so it was to be, then in the realm of festivals and ever after.
Von Morse. Next up, we got Clay Snickerdoodle Matthews.
All right, this one's not my poem. It's a Stanley Plumley poem. I lost a friend to cancer this past week, and I've lost a few of them, and this is a sort of reimagining of the word. So it's called Cancer. Mine, I know, started at a distance, 520 light years away, and fell as stardust into my sleeping mouth yesterday at birth, or that time when I was 10, lying on my back, looking up at the cluster called the Beehive, or by its other name in the constellation Cancer, the crab, able to move its nebula projections backwards and forward, side to side. In the tumor Hippocrates described as carcinoma from Carcinos, the analog, in order to show what being cancer looks like. Star, therefore, to start. Like waking on the best day of your life to feel this thing, an immortal thing inside you. You were in love, you were a saint, you were going to walk the sunlight, blessing water. You were almost word for word forever. The crown, the throne, the thorn. Now to see the smoke shining in the mirror, the long half dark of dark down the hallway inside it. Now to see what wasn't seen before. The old loved landscape fading from the window, the druid soul within the dying tree, the depth of blue coloring the cornflower, the birthday ribbon river of a road, and the young man who resembles you opening a door in the half-built house you helped your father build, saying in your voice, "Come forth."
Sorry to hear about your friend Clay. Yeah. Next up, we got Memphis Lucas.
This poem I'm about to read kind of almost feels like I'm cheating because I reread it and it looks like different poems stacked together, but I promise it's supposed to be one. But I'll rewrite it. But I wanted to make a little other collection after I made like Tree Stump Looks Like a Dog. I wanted to make another one kind of, but this one's called Eyes in the Grove. The mirror breathes out in shimmering quivers like chronic knees, a rattle that jutters childhood stains compassing the eye towards an orange cat suckling on the white trim of the wall. Streams of his meal trickle down like roaring crowds to a simmering lull. Brown slurry circles the wound, a form crumbled in the snow, bloody loose teeth sinking into fruit, knocking themselves out from cavernous width, ears full of chattering gull. Limping back home with pulsing knees to glimpse into something that makes a reflection breathe. Conditioner whimpering down the drain to join the slog, tomatoes left to redden within the blinds. Lightning flashes of eyes from two giant white dogs, soldier ants coming to quarter in where their sisters bled, crushed by careless might. All sound vacuumed when dragging away the dead, they'll be stacked with each other in a burial rite. Labor panted into the night, breath all swamp tinged. The old man is crafting dentures from animal teeth. The dogs are now gone and the tomatoes are now rotted. Instead of pity, though, you feel relief. Spiders as big as speckles do good work than anything I may dream. The day that holds no name has come to dig deeper beneath living eyes. A solid weight the color of rotting plum brings to the trenches. Pale, chromatic flowers and bursts and insensible dawns. We return, it takes. The earth is a tight, cold clench around the penetration your body makes. It remembers everything that crawled to their slakes, the moon watching with her milky eye each century come and break. Being born and then dying means you're never not alive or dead again. Clapping and dancing to Ophelia's lies and trembles on the backside, a daughter of Lilith's, yet to experience blame and the knife's slide, yowls from the creature housing a hybrid-born mouth, his human flesh animal snout traveling down south. Only sapients can mock pity or grin as they dissect this violence.
Next up, we got Jan LaPearl.
This one's about my cat Bean. This is my first cat I've ever had, and he was sitting on the couch with me, and he had like these little white specks on his rump, and I like took them, and I'm like, oh, they're moving. I didn't know. Anyway, my kitty in his box with holes. There must be 20 or more of us standing in line outside the vet. The morning dark, the doors locked, the stars still out. All of us in line watch the headlights rise up over the little hill. We each take the spotlight for a moment to read the side of the truck. Hornback plumbers. I'm almost sure we are all thinking about pipes running beneath us, all that rushes through them, and all that is taken away. But no, the plumber climbs out of his truck with his kitty and takes his place in line. The plumber's thick black boots all wildly untied, the threads of his name tag frame his name, but I can only read his arms, how sweetly he cradles his pretty cat with all her colors. He has to swing her around and into the netted shoulder bag because the two little dogs between us on thin leashes are yapping and running wildly in circles around the old man and the old woman who are holding them. The leashes tangle, and the old man and the old woman spend the whole 20 minutes in line untangling them and remarking on the tangles, like artists weaving some great thing, but they keep getting the pattern wrong. I have nothing to do but try to interpret what the little dogs are trying to tell me when the old man says to the plumber, I bet she doesn't like it in there, meaning the netted bag. And the plumber says, no, not at all. She's a free spirit. The little dogs stop their work and look up at the kitty in her netted bag. My heart in her body with holes looks with them, as if the plumber were some great messenger, some speaker for all the animals near and far. I point my chin to the stars then and whisper behind the doors of my breath, yes.
We love our kitties, don't we? Yeah. All right, next up we got Bob. Bob.
Here's a real short one, focuses on fading. Stick tights. I sit in the quiet evening leisure, picking stick tights from my pants, remnants of wild explorations, omens of the fading day. Turtles dig into the litter, poplars fade to yellow. 3 turkey vultures drift below white calyx, casting shadows on the grass, now worn and tired.
Next up, we got James Tucker.
This is one by Sarah Teasdale. There will come soft rain and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shivering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and the wild plum trees in tremulous night white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire, and not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind neither bird nor tree if mankind perished utterly, and spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone.
Awkward silence. There we go. Chiefs. Who's next on the list? M. Meredith? I believe it is M. Meredith, y'all.
Yep. Like a baby brain, like I stepped away from the list. I completely understand. You're able to die time. You're like, what?
Alright, I'm going to do another one from my book. It's called Other Side. I'm trying to get more into spoken word. So I'm trying to find like cadence and all of those things. So this one is called Other Side. I started writing it, I think in like 2018, finished it last year. So like the first little bit does not really resonate with me anymore, but it is still a version of me. Alright. I got words from a wise lady tattooed on my wrist. I see and it calms me down when I make a fist. I told your ass to wait in the car while I went to the bar. Oh, it's been a while. All I can see is this fucking rain. Still ain't got no windows to see out of, but the tears. All the doors still closed and I forgot how to pick the locks. The wind, laced with your scent, smacks me in my face. The sound of laughter from the other side taunting me. I can see through the veil of what could be, of what should be. When will my best be good enough anyways? I am losing my grip again. Fuck these sweaty palms. They've never been able to defeat gravity. Thank you.
Next up, we got Grace Lillian to the mic.
Okay. This is untitled, and it is very much a work in progress. Content warnings for suicidal ideation and grief. Post the loss of a dear friend. I don't think I plan on being here next year. Now, I'm not planning on dying. I just don't plan on living either. It's hard to care about anyone or anything right now, which is making me horribly selfish and kind of awful to be around, only can't bring myself to behave better because I don't anticipate sticking around for the consequences. Anyway, I don't think I'll play an active role. I'm too angry with those who have to do the same thing, but hunger kills like any other weapon. Or maybe it's exhaustion, not principle, that prevents me. Am I just too tired to be efficient? Either way, I've written my goodbyes on my bedroom floor in an expo marker just in case. The floor is tile. It's cold in a nice way, and the expo marker wipes away every morning. I've been feeling a lot of things that are cold in a not nice way. A lot of people are angry with me for being a little careless because they plan on being here in a year. Their feelings will still be hurt then, and they are the consequences I don't anticipate facing. But I will. Despite their plans, they won't actually be here. They'll be alive, of course, just somewhere else. After having gotten bored with everything I've done and everything I haven't done, cold words that froze me, you were the warm one. Warmth that burned me, but now is not the time. Requests like rock settling beneath my wounds, becoming permanently embedded parts of my bodies, the refusal to do the learning and growing that I was supposed to be doing at that time, and a lack of apologies for being a shitty 19-year-old long before I had any excuse for being a shitty 21-year-old. Apologies that more than a few people deserve. Apologies that I haven't given for then, for before then, for since then. It's a year from now, and I'm still here. I've started to do better, be better, I think, I hope. I make improvements here and there. I take steps back, and I do it wrong again, and I'm still hurt, and I'm still sad, and I'm still exhausted. People got tired of it, though. And in time, I got tired of it. And I decided I am going to try. I think that's the only plan I can commit to. No plans for years from now. But I'll try. I'll attempt, and my attempts will be interrupted, and I'll try again anyway. And again. And again. And again. Thank you.
And last on the list is Boston Steve, y'all.
This poem really doesn't have a title. And this was wrote in a dark time again. Most of my life has been dark, and until recently it's come to light. So here it is. They are killing my laughter and stealing my smile. I hope it's not for forever, maybe just for a while. I've been locked up, locked down, locked and loaded. Preach that, teach that, punished and scolded. My life has been hard, always struggling and straining. And when I think I'm succeeding, I'm barely maintaining. I'm fighting addiction and reaching for recovery. I feel the weight of the world. I feel it might smother me. I shed a single tear for all the years I've wasted. Would I have missed it this much if I would have tasted the good life, a good wife? These things seem out of reach. I'll never swim in the ocean if I'm scared to leave the beach. I can't be satisfied or content with the choices that I've made. I've failed every test I took. I just never made the grade. Trying to hold on to hope is all I've got worth holding. If this was a game of cards, I really think of folding. But life isn't a game of cards, it's more like Russian roulette. And even though you're blessed, you somehow quickly forget the good times, your family, days full of laughter. And somehow we remember, but usually only after. But I haven't given up hope yet. I'm using my last chance. Turn the music back on. We've got time for one more dance.
Good. Let's take a moment.
All right, I'm going to close this out with a little sonnet here. But before that, I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. I know it's incredibly difficult to get up here and be vulnerable and share what you've made and something that comes from you. So, I love all of you. This is called In the Fading Light of the Second Coming. When Jesus Christ came back, they locked him up. He'd been born on Skid Row to an old whore, crusaded against crack in the 80s, only to fall into dirty needles, stigmata holes in the crooks of his brown arms. In oblivion, inside himself held like an iris, picked, given to himself. But the sweetness curdles red into black. Every vein blown refused to come back. They found Jesus high on the horse, strung out. When they found he had no papers, they laughed, beat him till he puked blood, then kenneled him like a dog in the county kill shelter. No one knows if he found the light. Photo of everybody who read. But thank you all so much.
Let me get your phone. I take it. Ooh, if I can get up.
Is she still creaking?
I'm so sore.
Recording. Oh yeah, recording of us all.